Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York, and the only person who wishes it was still 2020. A few weeks ago, Cuomo was hit with sexual harassment accusations from two former staffers. But much like coronavirus in New York nursing homes, the allegations have only been getting worse.
In recent weeks, 7 women have accused the governor of sexual misconduct or harassment. The 6th accusation came from the Albany Times-Union, which reported that a female aide to Cuomo alleges the governor aggressively groped her late last year while she was alone with him in his private residence. And today, New York Magazine says it interviewed more than 30 women who have either worked with or interacted with Cuomo and found that bullying was a defining element.
Jessica Bakeman, a journalist, said Cuomo's hands had been on my body, on my arms, my shoulders, the small of my back, my waist. Another woman, Caitlin, said she was hired as an aide for her looks and that she was verbally and mentally abused by him and his staff.
Today's New York Times says its investigation showed Cuomo's office is afflicted with a culture still rooted in the Mad Men era, including an expectation that younger female staffers wear makeup, dresses, and heels because it was rumored that was what the governor liked.
Whew. These allegations are some serious shit. Bullying and groping women, a Mad Men office culture, and pushing women to wear dresses and heels. I mean, it sounds like Cuomo basically thought of himself like a bouncer outside a nightclub, which is convenient for him because that might be his job in a couple months. And practically every day now, there are more and more accusations piling up. It's getting so bad that he's going to have to bring back his PowerPoint slides just to track the harassment claims. I mean, just in the past couple weeks, we've heard about him harassing staffers, journalists, wedding guests. It seems like no women in New York were safe from this guy. At some point, we're going to find out the Statue of Liberty only holds that torch so she can fend him off. Now, Cuomo insists that an investigation into these allegations will exonerate him. And while President Biden is willing to wait and see where the investigation leads, he might be the only one left.
Governor Cuomo is digging in despite a cascade of demands from politicians, many fellow Democrats, saying that he needs to step down for the good of the state.
Almost all of the state's Democratic congresspeople are calling on Cuomo to go, along with its 2 U.S. senators, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand.
Governor Cuomo has lost the confidence of his governing partners, as well as the people of New York.
Longtime Congressman Jerry Nadler says Governor Cuomo has lost the confidence of the people of New York. Governor Cuomo must resign. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Congressman Jamal Bowman jointly said Governor Cuomo can no longer effectively lead in the face of so many challenges.
That's right. No one wants anything to do with Cuomo. AOC wants him to resign. Schumer wants him to resign. His brother renamed his CNN show from Cuomo Primetime to just, it's just Chris, okay? It's just Chris. But yes, many Democrats say that Cuomo can no longer effectively lead New York, and photos like this one aren't helping. I mean, if you're walking around outside wearing a blanket, you don't look like you're on top of things. You look like you either got saved from a drowning car or you live with 100 cats. Or maybe his strategy is just to go in disguise. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
Andrew Cuomo? No, I'm an old Italian grandmother, Nonna Maria.
Okay, Granny, well, let's get you back into a nursing home.
Oh, shit, that backfired.
And remember, while all of this is going on, New York is still in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. The state is even dealing with its own New York mutation, which makes corona easier to catch and also makes you weirdly defensive about bagels. And if you want to convince people that you're still focused on corona, it's probably a bad idea to have your vaccine czar spending his time doing this.
Now a report in the Washington Post makes claims that one of Cuomo's top advisors and vaccine czar, Larry Schwartz, may have crossed ethical lines, accused of making calls to county executives questioning their loyalty.
One executive was so upset by the call, the person filed an ethics complaint with the state attorney general's office.
According to the report, one official believed getting vaccines to his area could suffer if Schwartz was not pleased with his response.
And the governor's office sent Schwartz denied that the governor did anything wrong. Schwartz told the Post that when he made those calls, it was not in his role as a vaccine czar, but only as Cuomo's friend.
Ooh, that response is so gangster. I'm not calling you as the guy who has all the vaccines your area needs. I'm just calling you as Cuomo's friend who has all the vaccines your area needs. I just want to know if you support him or if you like getting COVID. It's just a question. And look, he can say that he was just calling as a friend, but he is the vaccine czar. Like, he should be doing vaccine shit. Like, where does he even find the time for chit-chat? Because I'm spending all my time in an alley behind Walgreens trying to lick the insides of used syringes. Although, I guess it's not entirely his fault. It's like it's not completely his fault, you know what I mean? They didn't make him the vaccine czar. If you don't want people to abuse their power, maybe stop calling them czars. You know? Hey, you know those tyrannical rulers from the old days? That's your job now. But, like, be nice, okay? So, Cuomo's attempts to stay in power are only giving people more reasons to call for his resignation. But Cuomo says it's never going to happen. And he has a very dumb explanation for why.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo reiterating he's innocent amid mounting allegations and ongoing investigations into his alleged misconduct. The governor also saying he isn't going anywhere.
People know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth. Let the review proceed. I'm not going to resign. Part of this is that I am not part of the political club. And you know what? I'm proud of it.
That's right. From the time he became governor 10 years ago to his years as Attorney General, back to when he worked in the Clinton administration, Andrew Cuomo has never been part of the political club. And if you disagree, you can drive your ass out of New York on the bridge they named after his governor dad. But yes, Andrew Cuomo thinks that holding him to account for his actions is cancel culture, which is obviously making people pretty angry, especially nursing home residents. They're like, bitch, you canceled Gladys. And I gotta be honest, if this is cancel culture, well then, I have no idea what cancel culture means anymore. I guess it's about letting Dr. Seuss books be racist, but also not letting politicians get away with sexual harassment? Cancel culture feels a lot like watching WandaVision. Every time I think I get what it's about, the next scene is like, now it's about a purple witch who's only pretend possessed? But this is the new playbook. You know, it's the new playbook for all these kinds of scandals. You just refuse to step aside, and you hope that things eventually blow over. It worked for Donald Trump. It worked for Ralph Northam, and Andrew Cuomo hopes it'll work for Nonna Maria.